Hello and welcome. This is Ragu and we're playing a bit of Victoria 3. Today we're going to go with hegemony and we're going to go with the Japanese shogunate. Now Japan is a bit of a tricky one at first because it's an isolationist regime, so we can't do anything trading wise outside of Japan, should we say. So if we actually look at the market immediately, there's no way we can do any trade routes or anything like that because we have an isolationist regime. Look at laws, we have isolationism, which is bad. So yes, disable trade routes. So we're definitely going to need to get rid of that, and we're going to want protectionism. On top of that, a couple of other things we're going to need fairly soon is professional army. That's going to be another one. Police force, dedicated police force. Now I've only got 11% chance, so that's never going to go through. Schools would be fantastic. Taxation, per capita taxation also would be nice. And what else would we need? Serfdom. We need to abolish serfdom so we can change the production methods. And so there's a few more that we need to do. Institution-wise, currently we have law enforcement, which it may be a good idea to up that for now. Another one that I'd like is colonial resettlement. That's going to be a tricky one to get through. We need to do that fairly soon, so samurai endorse it. Nariaki Tokugawa of the Petit Bourgeoisie endorses this, and trade unions will endorse this. So samurai, we're in a kind of a good place right now. Trade unions are not in a good place because they're marginalised. The Petit Bourgeoisie, they're marginalised, but this guy will support it anyway. But the initial problem we do have is the shogunate. See, the shogunate unfortunately has a hell of a power base, and they stop us from doing a lot of things. So what we need to do is we need to erode the power of the shogunate as quickly as we can, really. The first thing we're going to do to try and combat this is, I'm going to start bolstering opposition parties, try and make them a little bit stronger. Yeah, I'm doing the Buddhists. Even do the peasants, intelligentsia, let's bolster them. I'm basically going to do the industrialists, and I'm going to do the trade unions. I'm not going to do I can't do that now. I don't actually have enough authority for now, but that will change. So we've set that up. Another way to erode the clout that the shogunate have is if we click the right button and go to military. In fact, what we'll do is we'll go to the outliner first. We shall add the interest groups on, the marginalised. Our generals are on there. Don't really need the market on there for the time being because we're not doing anything market related right now. So let's take a look at his generals. So this is Petit Bourgeoisie. Imperious. Morale recovery is a bit... He's not the best. However, he's not shogunate. So let's look at this guy. He's shogunate. Okay. Let's look at this guy, and he's... So what we've got is we've got two commanders here, two generals, that are both part of the shogunate. So I'm going to retire both of these, which is going to annoy the shogunate. However, I'm not too fussed. Now, the bad thing about this is, if I go and get another general, chances are it's going to be shogunate. Oh, I eat my words. So he's ambitious. Mountain combat expert, that's okay. Diplomat, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Well, I'm going to take the peasant guy, and I'm going to take the samurai. Yeah, try and boost the samurai up just a little bit. Now, because we haven't actually started the game at the moment, you're not going to see anything change on here. But after a few weeks have gone by, then it'll start graphing out the actual clout of what's going on. So we'll move on to research. Where do we want to go? Well, I'm going to go for colonisation immediately. There's not much of a chance, obviously, of actually passing the law just yet. But we're going to do all we can to try and get resettlement. You see, we actually have more for it than against. So basically, we'll be able to select this when the colonialism is researched. Now, if we look, the samurai will endorse it, de-bourgeoisie, and the trade unions will, but the peasants oppose it. However, how much clout do the peasants have? Okay. Could be a problem. But we're going to go with that anyway. So that's out of the way. Budget. Let's take a quick look at budget. So taxation levels are completely fine. We're using wood building obviously because we don't have iron yet. Wages, military wages are fine. Consumption taxes, I'm okay for now. I'm going to try and lay off the consumption taxes as much as possible. However, a lot of people will do like liquor and tobacco, which is fine. What I tend to do is build my economy up a little bit, and then I tend to go for stuff like luxury clothes or luxury furniture, stuff where the upper strata can actually afford that. If you start doing stuff like liquor is mainly consumed by peasants, and peasants can't afford to eat, let alone be taxed extra for liquor. Now, whether that actually affects their standard of living or not, that's anybody's guess. But I just don't think. Do we have it in here? Yeah, liquor. So it's underpriced, so that's okay. But if you look, 12% of their weekly expenditure goes to alcohol for the lower strata, the peasants. So I'm reluctant to do a liquor tax. Do we have on here tobacco? I think that's 8.6% of their weekly expenditure goes on tobacco. So I'm not entirely sure it's actually wise doing sin taxes as such, quote unquote, as devs like to, well, they like to call it sin taxes. Reserves is looking okay. That's fine. Let's take a quick look at our population. So 84%, 26 million are peasants. 26 million, they're struggling. 2 million labourers impoverished. Even clerks are impoverished, look. Servicemen are impoverished. This isn't good. Machinists are impoverished. Well, they will be because we don't really have any work for them as such, and we only have 30,000, but that's going to have to change. So yeah, sin taxes, not good for your peasants. Definitely not good for your peasants. Buildings, these are always fun. So where do we start out with the buildings? Okay, may as well do it through the lenses. I didn't particularly like the lenses at first, but I'm getting more and more used to using them. They're not actually bad actually when you start using them. I just hope we pass this colonisation law fairly soon. Alright, so I'm going to start with the industry, and I'm going to start with tooling workshops because we can't really go anywhere without making some tooling workshops. So I'm going to line a few things up. I tend to get a bit giddy, and sometimes I put like 300-400 weeks in the queue, and that's not always the best idea. So I'm going to keep it fairly simple for now and see where we go. So tooling workshops is going to be our bread and butter for the main. Well, it's going to be tooling workshops, and it's going to be iron, and then we'll move forward from there. Possibly coal following it. So where do we want to put these? So we've got obviously how many peasants we've got that can actually work this, and then we've got the profitability impact. So let's have a look, because obviously they're all going to be negative for the time being. Ryukyu Islands. Do we do Ryukyu Islands? I don't know. We'll do Kanto, and I'm going to do 5. I'm going to do 5 of those, and I'm going to go resources. I'm going to go iron mine. And then we can go with... can't go Kanto again, can we? Shikoku. Let's go Shikoku. And we'll do 5 of those as well. And we may as well set off. Get some stuff running. Okay, so we're losing power rank. So we need 108 prestige, and we currently have 99. Don't worry about this. We are going to drop, probably going to drop down to all the 30s before anything significant is going to happen. Most of my life is spent literally in this window here, the buildings, keeping an eye on construction more than anything else. So if we do look at his markets, so staple goods. So okay, we need softwood. Okay. So softwood, again, let's take a look at our pops, our lower strata. So wood, okay, that's 20% more expensive, and that's 12% of their weekly expenditure, so we definitely need to start looking in, sorting out the wood problems. Because obviously they're going to be, well, technically they're going to be craftsmen kind of working from home, needing a bit of wood. We could alleviate some of that straight away if we go to rural. And we come down to logging camps. Now, logging camps is one of those where, I mean, it's great, you know, being able to click and you do everything like this. However, if you look, we're doing 3 hardwood and 1 softwood, so I'm going to change 1 to softwood. Sorry, hardwood. So I'm going 2 hardwood, 2 softwood. Okay, so that leaves both of them where they need to be. And we can use sawmills, but we don't have the tools to do it yet. So that's the logging camps. Let's take another quick look here. See, they're saying what? No, that's gone down. Grain. Okay, so grain. Okay, they're getting it nice and cheap, and that's 26% of their entire week's expenditure. However, fruit. So that's nearly, well, it's nearly 18% more expensive, 0.5, but it all helps, even though it's only a small amount. Now, if you look at the way this is actually listed, this is listed as the percent expenditure highest at the top to lowest. So it's this number, highest to lowest, okay? So you can see, I actually prefer it this way, perfectly honest. Fruit, they're definitely going to need fruit. Meat, that's going to become a problem later on as well. So what we could do is take a look at his wheat farms. We've only got 1, and that's maintaining a single crop, which is fine. We go to the rice farms. What we've got is we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 that are maintaining a single crop, so that's grain, which is fine. And then we have these fig orchards. Now they are actually doing fruit and sugar, which is good. So we can leave that as it is. Livestock. Okay, so livestock only do a couple of things. They give you fabric and they give you meat. Okay, so we could go for butchering tools, but again, we don't have the tools to actually support that yet. So that's something we can change a little bit later on. Let me just speed that up a bit. Iron mines, can't do anything with that yet because we haven't got any built. Dye plantations, that's fine as it is. Tea plantations, tobacco plantations, silk plantations, still can't do with those. At the moment, we've done the logging camps, fishing wharves, let's give them trawlers, clippers, that's a good point. How many clippers do we have? Or we could go to a cargo port. That's going to give us more convoys. I'll have a lot more convoys. We're definitely going to need more clippers at some point, so what we could do with that is stick a couple of levels of ports in. Nope, not ports. Is it industry? Shipyards. There we go. Shipyards. So let us put, so we've got 2 in Kyushu, and it says it's going to be quite expensive. Let's put another 2 in there. And what I should have probably done, which I'll do now, is I'll get another couple of levels on the construction sectors and then actually lift those to the top. Get some construction up. And then let's take that up to speed 5. Let's get these constructions up and running. And then we can close we can close that off. Now let's take a look at, not changing. Let's have a look. Yeah, so the clout's coming down now. Okay, so that's good. That's a good start. It is going to take a while. Before that comes down far enough for them to actually leave. That's only 8%. For them to actually leave power. Local police force, 8%, not good. And there's literally nothing else we can do there. What do we have here? It's me or them. So, Tadakuni Mizuno, leader of the ruling samurai, has had enough of compromising with his coalition partners. He's decided that either his collaborators will follow his orders or samurai will never approve of their changes. Ooh, what a ridiculous thing to say. So, samurai gets imperious, a leader demands denied for 5 years, which is going to give us a -1 to the interest group, which we don't really want. And then he gets dismissed for 5 years, loses 20% popularity. And that's going to reduce the interest group approval of the shogunate. Yep, we'll do that one. Because the shogunate's just, no. We might go on a colonial rampage into Africa, if we can get colonialism up. I mean, I might colonise down here, and then head over to Africa. Mind having said that, this has got malaria, haven't they? Oh, that's going to suck. That is going to suck. That's severe malaria, malaria. Malaria gives you a -90% on colonization growth. -95 on colonization growth. Mortality in homeland states. And like over here, these are also malaria colonies, which is going to suck. Really is going to suck. However, if we can get it quick enough, we should be able to do this. And basically finish off the whole of Hokkaido. Last time I did go for Shanklin, and that resulted in a very large war against Russia. Fairly early on, so if it comes to the colonization, then we really need to start up in our military. And basically, I stuck the troops here, they kept coming over here and banging their head. They had far more troops than me, they were far more advanced than me, and they lost every single battle. And speaking of colonization, there's colonization. Right, so production. I'm going to go for cotton. Oh, cotton gin's already been done, never mind. I should have gone for atmospheric engine, but then again, we don't yet have any coal, so that really wouldn't help. Factories in Kyushu are refusing to hire hand people owing to their status as second-class citizens in the Japanese shogunate. Now, all hands needed to build the future, so the petit bourgeoisie, who are almost a marginalised group. So I might go for that one. Jobs for the Japanese. -5 manufacturing industries throughput. I'm not having that. And then a -1 standard of living modifier for Han. No. Sorry about the petit bourgeoisie. They're taking that one, I'm afraid. Diplomatic lens. So what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to declare an interest in Indonesia. For now, I also need to think about an actual navy, and the problem with navies is they take a hell of a long time to build. And not only that, there is a morale bug where you can take a fight, and whether you win or lose, obviously, you lose morale and stuff like that. Now your morale never goes back up. So the workaround is you retire your admiral, and then it starts to increase. Then you can put another admiral in. That's fine. However, I've found since then is I did post it on the bug forums. The problem with that is what I found is if new ships start to get built and then come out and join into your navy, it stops the morale increase of the ships that were increasing the morale again. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword, really. I mean, Paradox have turned around and said, yes, we are aware of this. Academia. Could do with academia, though, for universities. I mean, academia is nice. Empiricism, that's also going to help towards public schools. Dialectics, that's also good for education improvement, and as you can see, we're not very educated. However, I'm aware if I start colonising, then the Russians are going to not like it, which is fine, because that also then gives me an opportunity to be able to let me show you. Where is it? Where is it? Force recognition. So basically, sets the initiating war goal to force a targeted country to remove the unrecognised status of you, and that means great powers to recognise you. You have to defeat a great power to be recognised on the world stage, which is something we definitely do want. And I didn't set any research, did I? Okay, so they're all done. I'm going to go for mandatory services so I can get line infantry as quickly as possible. Because, you know, farmers with pitchforks, not too good. What have we got here? Okay, wood's expensive, and we need to start our administration buildings out. Which is fine. But our tooling workshops are coming out now. So that means our dips. Where do we put you? Urban. Shipyards. So if we switch you over to... Now you see, this is the thing. There's quite a lot of times in here I get... you see, clippers. It's balancing out now. But a lot of times in the military, what it'll say is we don't have enough man of wars on market. But the problem is, where do we send them? We can't export them anywhere. So that's one to definitely ignore. But clippers are definitely what's required. So let's just double check. Wooden ships. So yeah, we're making 70 clippers. That'll give us 140 clippers, but we need engines for that. So we'll leave it as is for now. So, plus 10 convoys for paddle steamer. That's always nice. And if we are doing the colonisation game and going into Africa, we are going to need a lot of convoys. What else do we need to look at? Journal. Oh, whaling industry. Okay. So, whaling station. Cash reserves greater than 25. Weekly profit greater than 0. The workforce occupancy greater than 75. See, this is something we can alleviate immediately, basically. If we stay into rural and we come down to the whaling stations, we've already got 2. So if you take a look at it, we've literally, all we have to do is just go up by 1. So we'll go back to our construction queue, we'll set that to the top. 8 weeks, it's done, and the whaling industry is complete. And then we can get like either a whaling throughput. Ooh, very nice. Unlocks per capita taxation law. Is there any laws that can... Yay, that'll do. Line infantry. Grab you. Let's think about this. I can't remember what I was going to do then. Oh yeah. We're going to see if there's anything we can do politically at the moment. So, freedom of conscience, state religion. So that's 19%. Obviously the monks will like it. Intelligentsia won't. It's quite a lot of support for that. I'm not that interested in it right now though. No Home Affairs, National Guard, no. Colonial Affairs, Colonial Resettlement. See, that's only 8%. Only 8%. That's never going to go through. Ever. There's nothing else, nothing we can really do. We could probably try and do state religion. I mean, it's not the best. It'll give us an extra 100 authority, which is also nice. Well, I mean, we'll try it. We might get kicked back by the shogunate, but that's not really a problem. How are you doing? See, it's starting to stabilise a little bit now. But as these are being boosted, these are getting, well, bolstered, should we say, their power should start waxing and waning. I mean, there's nothing in there we can actually do with anybody's support right now. So, yeah, the line infantry. Napoleonic warfare, that's always good. So that's going to give us mobile artillery, which is really nice. And then obviously it leads on to a lot of decent stuff as well. Fieldworks is always good. General staff is very, very nice. That gives us access to skirmish infantry. But that means we're going to need ammunition, and we're not ready for that yet. We're definitely not ready for that yet. Line infantry will do for now. Okay, so we've done us tooling. We've done us iron. Let's take a quick look. Tooling workshops. You're not profitable because... Oh, okay. Softwood's so expensive. Okay. So we now know what we need to do. We need to come to the logging camps. And these 2 for softwood, I'm going to give them 3 and then them 3 as well. Let's fly on with that construction. And then that's also going to... it's going to balance this out. Obviously it's going to reduce the prices. That's going to make it easy for the pops as well. That should slightly increase their standard of living, which is always good. When we do the administration, we're going to need to increase our production of paper. Ooh, wow, that went straight through. Okay, so we now have a state religion. Okay, is there anything else we can do now that's gone through? Probably not. I really want colonial affairs. Resettlement. It's going to be a tricky one, that. Supported by 2 interest groups. Yeah, 8%. We're going to have to sit on that one for now. Local police force. Dedicated police force is always nice, but 8% chance is just not going to happen. I mean, it could, but it would be rare. I'm actually going to up that. Especially if we're doing the colonisation. If we actually get to do colonising, it depends on the RNG of the game, whether that's actually going to come through or not. Okay, bureaucratic shortfall. I'm not too worried about that at the moment. What we could do to combat that is government admin. And basically I'm just going to add one level across all. And that should alleviate some of it. Okay, lathe unlocked. So dye workshops, textile mills, lathes for furniture. See, dye workshops, that's nice. That is nice. Leaded glass, crystal glass, canneries, at least the mechanical tools. So initially we can do leaded glass. We can use lathes for furniture and dye for texture mills. So we can move that over straight away, but that's going to cost us clothes. Wait a minute. Hang on a minute. So they're all making luxury clothing? No. We need normal clothing as well. We need normal clothing. And if we change that now, we can do that. Let's have a look at this. Also, they're making clothes and luxury clothes. Oh, interesting. They're just making clothes. Right, so we're going to need less luxury clothes than we are going to need for normal clothes for the peasantry anyway. So that's not too much of a big deal. So layers are going to require softwood tools and fabric. So we'll go to layers anyway. Napoleonic warfare unlocked. Very, very nice. Power of the purse. That would be nice. What about society? Oh, actually, I really should go for atmospheric engine, shouldn't I? Oh, canneries is expanding. Atmospheric engine, mechanical tools, I think. Let's go for that. So, how is the world doing? Is it on fire yet? Something's on fire. Yeah, the Americans are doing the old nice to see you not. Other than that, everything's looking tickety-boo right now. How are we doing militarily? Okay, well I can switch them to line infantry immediately. And I can... Yeah, it's shrapnel that requires ammunition, so I can go straight to mobile artillery, but this is gonna hurt a lot. Yeah, as you can see. Okay, we're starting to go into the red now. So let's take a look at construction. I'm going to go into the red a little bit. I don't like going into the red. The previous war that I told you about with Russia, I think I was almost halfway into the red when they declared war. And then after the war was over, I'd almost filled this entire bar, and it took forever to fix it. It really did. But having said that, it wasn't too bad in the fact that at that point, I was actually colonising Africa, so I still actually had something to do. If you weren't colonising Africa or something like that, then it would be an incredibly boring time, because there's literally nothing you can do once you balance your budget. It's not good. Academia, nice. So once these are finished, I'm going to let this go back into the gold reserves. I mean, if your gold reserves are low, just before you actually hit debt, then you're spending your money correctly, as far as I'm concerned. You know, everything that you can do with your money's being done, sort of thing. So that was academia. Oh, look. Oh, mass communication, nice. That's going to give us more authority. That's okay. And as you can see now, getting bureaucracy, because all the administration buildings we're upgrading, which is good. They are on filing cabinets, right? Yeah. Urban centres. You're all... Go up to market squares, but that's going to cost us glass. We don't need gas streetlights. So, glassworks. What, and they're all making porcelain? No. We need glass as well. We could do leather glass, but we haven't got any lead mines. Not as of yet. Although we do have access to lead mines. Oh wow, come on. You need to finish quickly. Because I really don't want to start taxing people more than I should. Army reserves, very nice. Plus 20 conscriptable battalions. Come on, 7 weeks. Mining accident. A mine in Shikoku has collapsed, trapping miners within the dark shafts below. The scale of the accident has made a tragedy story across Shikoku and the nation. Small price to pay for the march of industry. So plus 5% of lower strata pops in Shikoku become more radical. That's never good. Industrialists get gaining support for 5 years. Plus 15% to their interest group. And then interest group approval. I mean... Okay. Trade unions, but they are very marginalised. Peasants. I'm going to take the radical hit. Sorry, but that's the way it's got to go. Come on. We're about to go broke. I know I'm going to have to raise taxes. I'm going to have to. Whoa, for 15,000 interest. Oh well. I don't really want to start consumption taxing. Although I am going to have to. Oh, god damn it. Services is a good one, but that's 200 authority. So that's a lot. It's going to leave me with 160. So we'll do that. And we shall... It's gonna have to be tobacco, innit? Ain't got a choice. Okay, temporarily. Don't like doing this. Bring that down because military wages are expensive and so are military goods. Iron mines. Can we do anything with you? No. And then we're straight back in the red again. Sorry, Pops. You're going to have to suck it up. It's only temporary. Once we get rid of this interest. It's this interest that's killing us. Is what it is. It won't take long for that to diminish. Yeah, it's a temporary tax. Yeah, it's going to, alright, it's going to piss people off, make them more radicalised. Standard of living's 1.4 million in decreases in standard of living. So if we take a look at the budget, yeah, 50% radicals for standard of living decrease. Which, is what it is. It is what it is. We can always bring this back down, and don't forget we've got a huge population. So I'm not too fussed about it right now. But we're just going to have to be steady with what we do at the moment. I did go on cargo port, didn't I? I'm not upgrading conscription centres because there's no real need to at this moment in time. That's the beauty about Japan, where it is. It's easily defendable. Textile mills, yeah. So dyes. How are we doing on dyes? The iron mines. Okay, so your input's cheap. Your output's cheap. Ah, that'll be because we're not doing anything with it, are we? Yeah, we've got no buy orders. That's what's wrong. We can't do anything because we can't build. Rework accident. Several workers died today at the Kansai Dye Works when the industrial sized tub of hot dye accidentally spilled over the workshop floor onto the unsuspecting workers. We shall all die sooner or later. They have not died in vain. Okay. Okay, so what have we got? Plus 4% mortality. Well, we're going to get that off either. Plus 5% labourers pops in Kansai become more radical. That sucks. Trade unions gets... oh, yeah, we'll do that one. So, yeah, we just need to suck it up. And then we can, obviously, we can offset some of the taxes with what we're saving on interest. Atmospheric engine. Excellent. What can we do now? Mechanical tools. So precision tools for furniture manufacturers, that would help. Steel tools for tooling workshops, that's good. That's good, but we don't have steel yet. However, that will help the slumbering iron industry at the moment. Sulfite pulping for paper mills, we don't have any sulfur yet, but we do have access to sulfur, so that's okay. Slaughterhouses for livestock, that's good. And obviously railways and mechanised workshops, so we'll go for that. We'll definitely go for that. So yeah, we need to do something with this. See, we've got a bit of whale oil in there, which we can't do anything with till later on. Hardwood we're okay for. Okay, you see paper's now an issue. Furniture. Hopefully that'll balance itself out a little better once this technology finishes. Clothes, we're getting there. We're getting there. Because obviously we've changed our production methods of some of them doing luxury clothes and some of them staying on ordinary clothes for the pops. Wood, we brought that down significantly. Services, obviously not many people using services because we're taxing it to death. Fabric. A bit of fish, just doing okay. We got grain for days. We're gonna need glass, obviously, for our is it administration buildings, government admin. Not admin. No, what was it? What was it? Can't remember. We need a glass for something anyway. What else? Clippers. So we're doing okay on the clippers now, which is good. Tools. Okay, we're doing okay in tools now. Dye's good. Iron, we really need to do something with that. Otherwise, we're going to end up firing loads more staff we don't need to. Silk. See, this is the problem with not having market access, because we could be exporting a load of this. And we can't. We can't because we have not got the laws passed. Oh, geez, they're expensive. Oh, they're all expensive. And as you can see, the meat. Is it on this one? Butchering tools. So that's going to give us an extra 60 meat. So that's going to be, it's going to go from 30 to 90. It's going to consume more tools, which is fine. Which is fine. Because, okay, yeah, we're still in a good place with tools. Oh yeah, we need some small arms factories. I mean, that's the market price, but we can't get any because we haven't got access to anyone's markets. Yay! Go isolationism. Right, how are we doing? See, the clout's still not going down enough yet, but it will do when these bolster a little bit more. Still don't think there's anything we're going to be able to pass. Colonial affairs. I mean, should we try it? Should we try it? I mean, it's only the peasants that's going to oppose it. It's going to radicalise them. But... plus 10 authority. Nice, nice, nice. Peasants. Nearly 1 million of them. Could be a problem. That could be a problem. I'll tell you what, we'll try it. We'll try it. Okay, I'm not holding my breath. Definitely not holding my breath. 212 days. I mean, it's definitely going to debate. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. So it's definitely going to go to debate, and 9 times out of yeah, that debate's going to fail horrendously. Mind you, it is going up. It's gone from 8 to 10.7. Depends how quickly it goes up. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere now. I mean, it would be nice to be able to colonise up north before the Russians get there. Canneries, very, very nice. Food industries, leads to mechanised workshops. So this is getting close. Fractional distillation. Patent stills for industries, food industries. We don't really have any food industries right now. Agriculture, we're going to need our agriculture. How are we doing down here? Fieldworks are going. We'll get general staff anyway, and then we do have the option to go skirmish, but we're going to need some... Oh, we're going to need all sorts of stuff. Discord with the intelligentsia. An influential faction within the intelligentsia has grown frustrated with the core members' neutrality on the topic of colonial resettlement. Themselves in favour of the law, they have now resolved to form a separate political faction intent on passing it. So, oh, that's going to give us 15% enactments chance success. And it's going to bolster their interest group. That's 15%, 10%. Intelligentsia gets... Oh, no, no. That one. Definitely that one. Okay, we're hurting on authority now. See, negative 50% popularity of Shogun Larry Tokugawa. He's part of the shogunate, you see. What a surprise. Shogunate's a real pain. So we're at 25%. See, again, straight away, no colonial affairs. You know, they're trying to combat it. The peasants are trying to combat it. But the radical... So, there's 19 support and 36 medium. So, even if it went to a revolution, it's not going to get that high. It's not going to get to 100%. So, it's not going to end up in a revolution. Excellent. Let's go general staff. That gives us the option to go for skirmish troops. However, we did, didn't we? Got rid of a load of barracks. Religion, autocracy, and nationality. Will complete if the following must be true for 30 years. Japanese shogun as an act of monarchy, theocracy, state religion, autocracy. So this is good. Triggers the event, official nationality. Oh, here we go. Shogun intervenes in political process. The shogun has taken a political interest in the ongoing debate concerning colonial resettlement and has resolved to use his royal prerogative to ensure the law passes. Oh, 20%. Okay, it's going to piss the peasants off and the intelligentsia. See, the problem with this is it's going to bolster the shogunate. I really, really, really want this. Oh, I'm going to have to suck it up. It's going to piss off the intelligentsia, and that I really don't want. And I already don't like, because they're already giving us a negative 10 prestige modifier. Peasants giving us a negative 10% technology spread. God damn it. Samurai likes us. Negative 10% military technology cost, and the petite bourgeoisie. 10% bureaucracy. We're going to have to suck it up. We're going to have to do. I'm leaving my taxes high for the time being, is because I know if I start colonising up here, I know what's going to happen. So I want some funds in the bank to be able to start bolstering my military. Which means, oh, god damn it, yeah. Arms industries, we're going to need you. We are going to need you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 4, 5. Yeah, if you just randomly click like that, when you put it down, it puts the icon up, and you just click the icon, and it takes you to that. So, click, move, and then click, 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 click. Don't be a fool like me. So, we're back to constructing something, at least. And when these are up, that should help alleviate... We are now a colonial power. Well, don't mind if I do. Oh, Russia are doing it as well. No! No! Why you... No! Alright, Russia, I'll have to fight you for them. They're gonna fight us now for this. God, they moved quick. Okay, that means they're going to come banging on the door. Factions in Kyushu are refusing to hire Micronesian people. The Japanese, I don't want that. Buddhist monks, yeah, it is what it is. Right, so let's have a look at you. So, a truce with... Oh. Mexico? Really? But they've got a rivalry. Trading with Qing and France. Customs union with Oman? Obviously personal union, yeah, we know about that. Improving relations. So they're cautious for the time being. Okay. So let's have a quick look. Their attitude. As an unknown factor in their geopolitical affairs, so we're unknown on attitude. But they are. So our relations are poor, as they are with Great Qing. East India Company? What did I ever do to you? Thanks, Poster. Do we have access for diplomacy with the UK? Right, I'm going to start improving relations with the UK. Because the UK are like everywhere and anywhere at this moment in time. So we're really going to have to start thinking about reinstating the military. Needs of these arms industries online. We'll get these online. We'll stop building stuff for the time being. We'll start improving our finances for the POPs. And then we'll start looking at re-expanding the military. Because Russia are now a military threat. So that pop-up's really annoying. Mobile artillery and line infantry. Okay, that's enough in itself to hold Russia back. Fieldwork, so that's extra defence. So that's actually come in at just the right time. So that's an extra 10% army defense. So I'm okay with that. Definitely okay with that. So let's. How long have we got left on these? So 123 weeks. That's a lot. That's a lot. So what do we have with these guys? He's level 2. He's level 1, so I'm going to promote him to level 2, and I'm going to promote him to level 2. Right, so we've got 3 level 2 generals. So I think we're going to need to start filtering in some more barracks. So I am going to go half with what we took away. And why can't you drag and drop this like every other Paradox game? Right, let's do it like that, shall we? Because they are going to come knocking at some point. Now they know I'm colonising. However, no, there's no way I'm spending that for 5 years on a damn can opener. Figure it out, boyos. Sorry, but figure it out. Right, what I could do, though, but it's going to be rough because of malaria, but may as well make a start. Look, 285 days. That's because the malaria debuff. Colony growth, speed in non-homeland states. But then I'm getting 15% mortality in non-homeland states, so the people here are going to die as well. So we'll start colonising there. And then we'll go for Papua New Guinea. And then we'll shufty off over into Africa. But like I said, we're going to need a lot more convoys to deal with Africa. Because when I did it before, there ends up being a lot of uprisings in Africa. Which is a bit of a pain, really. Bit of a pain. So let's have a look, get this arms industry online. Do we already have one online? I believe we do. Yes, we do. We're on muskets. Oh, cannons. Right, so that's going to help now with the iron. Because we'll now be using iron for... I need coal. So you are now slightly profitable. Your cash reserves are going up, that's a good sign. Your weekly balance is positive. Okay, tools are starting to get a little bit more expensive. So we may need to take a look at that. To make sure we don't have any problems there, people getting fired. Okay, this is coming down now. Okay, this is good. And obviously I'm just trying to get this up as high as possible, so we can then start alleviating the tax burden off the people. Actually, I really want to keep with the military at the moment, don't I? Oh, percussion cap, nice. So logistics gives us extra battalions. Not too interested about right now. Shell gun, give me smoothbore artillery. Empiricism, nice. Nice. So is there any reforms we can look at right now? That's 12%. Okay, ooh, negative 43. Bloody Shogunate. What a pain you are. 12%. Shogunate again. And nothing for serfdom. But 55%. 55%. The Shogunate and the Samurai would do it, but nobody else would. As long as not supported by any interest groups. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame. More arms industries required. Really want to get out of that muskets though. Muskets are bad. Muskets are bad. Mr. Rifling. Okay. Rifling gives us repeaters. So that's going to be 35 months to research. So I'm going to go straight for rifling. Because obviously percussion cap's getting done by tech spread. And shell gun I'm doing directly. Chances are we're going to finish shell gun before percussion cap, as we do actually have more going into it. Or they may finish at a similar time. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I mean, if it's only a couple of days where this has to finish after this, then I'll probably just wait a couple of days and then go straight for rifling. Don't like waiting on tech, but sometimes you've got to do it, yeah. And another arms industry is coming online. 13 weeks. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Arms industries. Okay, so the output of these are bloody expensive. They're expensive because we're not doing anything with them. Oh, hardwood. You're becoming a problem. And iron. You're also becoming particularly expensive. But we've got more sell orders than buy orders. Hardwood. Hardwood, okay. So we need to get to our forestries, logging camps. These two are softwood, these two are hardwood. So let's put another couple of hardwoods in there. Barracks. What's going on? So we've gone up to 41 and 48 now, which is good. And tell you what we do need. Naval base. Naval base. And they're all pretty much the same, but I want somewhere high populace. Right, get 10 of them in there because that is going to take a hell of a while to start generating a navy. Okay. Jugnet. 1 out of 2. Okay. So he's bigoted. Oh, God. That's going to cost me influence. And radicals. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. We'll wait. We'll wait. A lot of stuff going on here. What's going on here? Netherlands. Mobilising the generals. Yeah? What we got here? Radical Dutch East. Oh, okay, okay. That could be interesting. And how are we doing over here? Oh, okay. Got some shogunate going on here, look. Yeah, yeah, they're colonising on go. That's good, that's always good. That's always good. Barley Suede. Who supporting? Barley, Banjar, Tidor, Sukata, Yogyakarta, Jambe, and Dutch East Indies, which... Oh, of course, yeah, yeah, it's the Netherlands that takes control, isn't it? I'm not interested in that. Still waiting for the Russians to come a knocking. Which is going to happen at some point. Okay, let's start taking a look at not fleecing our pops to death any longer, so let's knock that down. Okay, it's not great. Not great, but we're still spending 15,000 on construction. These naval bases, they are so fast to build. Incredibly fast. A quick look at the market. See, look, Man of Wars. But who are we supposed to sell them to? Who is wanting Man of Wars? Our naval bases are producing them for us. Oh. Does it? Now let's think about this for a second. Let's think about this for a second. So our naval bases, each one, good consumption, Man of Wars. So, if I put that to military shipbuilding, which is now making Man of Wars, that should, in theory, produce the navy quicker, right? Not really going to be able to see it without bloody Admiral. We've already got one unit. I'm gonna have to go with bloody Shogunate, aren't I? If I look at Japan, see the next one's a Shogunate as well. Damn it, I was hoping it was going to be something else and I'd have retired him immediately. Oh well. It is what it is. We'll have to see how quickly this expands now. But with that, I think I'm going to call this episode to a close. We've just hit the 1 hour mark. So with that, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you come to see me in the next part. And with that, I shall see you on tomorrow.